Kamala Harris and Donald Trump making big claims about the border issue and border security. They both know how much this issue matters to voters, but how truthful are these statements? NewsNation correspondent Jorge Ventura has been fact-checking these claims for us. He joins us live with the breakdown. So, Jorge, what are we finding out tonight?
So, Natasha, there's no shortage of bold claims from both Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump on the issue of border security. We did go through the recent speeches and ads, and here's what we found. Now, Vice President Harris did visit the southern border yesterday in Arizona, emphasizing a need for an orderly and secure immigration system. Take a listen.
While we understand that many people are desperate to migrate to the United States, our system must be orderly and secure, and that is my goal.
While the Biden and Harris administration has taken steps to lessen the amount of illegal crossings, the numbers of encounters at the border remains high overall, including a record number of border crosses last fiscal year. The Harris-Walz campaign releasing a new border ad this week.
Kamala Harris has never backed down from a challenge. She put cartel members and drug traffickers behind bars, and she will secure our border. Here's her plan: hire thousands more border agents, enforce the law and step up technology, and stop fentanyl smuggling and human trafficking.
Harris's campaign highlights efforts to combat fentanyl smuggling and human trafficking, asserting most of the fentanyl in the U.S. is smuggled by two Mexican cartels. The DEA confirms this, naming the Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation cartels as the primary sources of fentanyl entering the U.S. Harris has argued that Trump did nothing to address the country's broken immigration system. Let's take a listen.
In the 4 years that Donald Trump was president, he did nothing to fix our broken immigration system.
However, this claim is false. Trump's immigration administration implemented several measures, including the Remain in Mexico policy, which increased deportation. Now, let's turn to former President Donald Trump. The former president has adopted a more hardline approach to border security. At a rally in Arizona this past August, Trump outlined his plans for tighter border policies and enforcement.
We will seal the border, stop the invasion, and launch the largest deportation effort in American history. We will impose tough new sentences on illegal alien criminals.
Trump claims that President Biden's policies have allowed much more than 20 million undocumented immigrants to enter the U.S. This figure is exaggerated and false. According to the House Committee of Homeland Security, the Biden administration is on track to reach approximately 10 million encounters at America's borders nationwide before the end of the fiscal year. Trump also claimed that illegal immigration reached its lowest point in history during his term, while there was a significant decline in crossings due to his policies like Remain in Mexico and pandemic-related Title 42 expulsions. FactCheck.org notes that historically lows for illegal crossings actually occurred earlier decades, particularly in the early 2000s. And this is also coming, Natasha, as the issue of immigration is once again highlighted, especially here in Texas, where you have the governor and Texas DPS putting a huge focus on the Tren de Aragua gang. We know this is that Venezuelan gang that has come through the border illegally and have been paroled into the U.S. So once again, an issue of national security, really important for the voters nationwide, but especially here in Texas, Natasha.
Yeah, certainly. All right, Jorge Ventura live for us in San Antonio tonight with that analysis. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.